Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Whoa, whoa, radioactive, radioactive. No, actually the other part. I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones. Don't make those systems blow. Welcome to the new age. I don't remember exactly the lyrics, but it feels relevant. I guess I just wanted to shed some of my light on the current global situation, which is seems a bit explosive. Like, I guess you could say it's just like suddenly there's movement. And that energy of unity consciousness hitting the 3D and like erupting is having ripples in the collective, and we're all feeling it in our own way because we are one. You are me and I am you, and your cells know that. Every cell in your being knows that, and your consciousness knows that. Or whether it's like alive and conscious in your consciousness, or if it's still something you have yet to arrive at, it is the fundamental truth of our existence here is that we are one. And so this unity consciousness energy that many of us have been able to access for a long time, like in our hearts or in our like smaller communities, or maybe like through traveling in the ethers or the astral planes or in your dreams or in whichever way, it's now like here on earth in the 3D, in the tangible, like we have people dancing and hugging and uniting. It makes me emotional to even talk about. This has been the process that I've been in. As a soul here on earth who's aligned with this trajectory, and to witness it in humanity has been so powerful and so beautiful. And on the flip of that, which I'm sure we're all experiencing on some level, is this unity consciousness arriving here is forcing every part of your being that isn't in unity consciousness to be united. So if you have any like stray aspects of yourself, things that were cast out because of your beliefs or because of things that happened in your childhood, or maybe it's things that you're carrying over from past lives or parallel lives, or however you think time works, they all need to come back and unify in you. So it's a bit of an eruptive time to be on earth for everyone. But we all chose to be here right now. No one is here forcefully. Like no soul was like hanging out in the ethers and was called to action through force, like in the way that we have militaries here that are like sent, like troops. This was a voluntary choice made by all the souls. Because it is one of the most massive shifts or experiences or moments, again, however you see time, in all of the existence of the universe. It's like a big deal to be here right now. And there are countless, infinite amounts of non-physical souls and beings that are here to witness it, because it's fucking huge what is happening here. So despite the experience in the moment, which I'm having to remind myself over and over, despite the experience in the moment being of discomfort at times and uncertainty at more times, it's huge. And it is such an honor to witness and to experience and to be here during this time of transition for Earth and for humanity. And what I think is important to remember, that I have been having to remind myself a lot, and it's become more evident than ever, is that we are in duality. And it's shocking sometimes, the extremes that are presenting themselves. But in order for one extreme to exist, the other also has to exist, because that's the nature of duality. And so the message that I've been getting over and over again is that we have to be all aligned within ourselves. Like, we have to find truth in ourselves. We have to find our own truth inside. Like, no one outside of us can guide us or tell us the truth. It has to come from inside. And unity in yourself is going to propel the collective faster into unity of everyone, because unity inside you is just going to mirror, it's going to like demand that the collective mirror that. So if all of us are in love and all of us are in unity inside of ourselves, reality has no choice, because it's the law, the cosmic law, the law of the universe, that the collective mirror what's happening inside of each of us. And so a lot of the perspectives, especially the ones that are coming in with the intention of hijacking the unity of consciousness, have been triggering. And that in itself is showing me inside where I'm not aligned with myself. Like, why would something outside of me trigger something inside of me? That's just showing me where I'm not anchored, or I'm not fully certain in a truth, or if there's trauma there. And that's what's come up actually, is I have trauma around trusting an authority. Wonder where that one comes from. How about existence on Earth many times throughout the last thousands of years? And it's the beginning of the end of that. And so we have to actually dig up all of those traumas that we have around that, because we're moving into a new era of heart-centered leadership and sovereignty for all beings and unity consciousness, where we're existing from alignment. And that in itself, our existence from alignment, will allow for the harmony of the collective, which in itself as a concept seems like backwards, because it's like, it would seem that in order to get to be harmonized, on a collective level, you would have to compromise and look outside to create harmony. But it's actually the opposite, because you are the collective. So you actually have to find harmony in yourself, and then that will be reflected outside. So it's interesting to witness how certain forces of power that are attempting to maintain their power in being an authority over humanity and the masses, it's interesting to witness how they are playing on concepts that are essentially true, but they're altering it just the tiniest bit. So if you're not like 100% certain and 100% anchored in your intuition and your guidance and your truth inside of yourself, it will resonate, but just not enough. So, for example, this idea of, in society right now that's really loud, is the idea of not saying certain things as to not trigger someone else. So it's the concept at its core is to create harmony, but it's actually like a reverse of how we get to true harmony. Because what I'm having to learn is, in order to get to the place of harmony, we have to be triggered, because that's going to show you and indicate where in yourself you're not in alignment and not in harmony and not in unity. So this rebirth that we're experiencing right now is not going to be rainbows and butterflies, probably, but it's still beautiful and epic and a trip to be here and witness it all happening, and to experience the impact that it has in my being, and the new levels of consciousness that it's allowing me to explore in myself. So anytime there's like a trigger, or I feel disrupted or thrown off balance by something that I read or something that I see, or like friends that are holding certain beliefs, it's just showing me inside, okay, what in me is allowing for that to throw me off balance? Like, where is there not harmony inside of me? Where am I not like stable and at peace and just anchored in my beliefs? Because if I'm fully anchored and confident and aligned with what I know to be true, then other people's truths won't have to disrupt me, because it's like anchored, and I know for myself where I'm headed and what my consciousness is aligned to and what my intentions are, and what I know to be true on like a collective level. So I would just encourage you, as I'm also doing for myself, to just surrender and be open to whatever's going to happen. Because it's just another attempt for humanity to awaken. There have been many attempts for this to happen. And it always happens when we're transitioning from one era to the next, which is like where we're at exactly right now. So a lot of souls have come specifically for this moment in time on Earth, including you. So you rock, and your heart is beautiful and powerful, and it's literally changing the world just by existing. So it and you. So thank you for being on this planet right now. From my heart to yours, I'm very, very grateful for your presence, and just your existence is wanting to transform humanity, because I know that you're here from a heart-centered place, and that you're here for love, and you're here for unity, and you're here for sovereignty. And I stand with you in all of those. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sending you so much love.